live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Thursday, April 4th. We hope you've had a good week so far.
Yeah, definitely a good Thursday so far. I'm filling in for Mark. It's a day off today, but glad to be hanging out with you guys. And of course, we are keeping track of not only the eclipse, but all the weather. It's beautiful weather. Went running yesterday.
Yes, yeah. It's nice. We were talking about this earlier. So we both enjoy this time of year because of the weather, and we both like to get out there for a run here or there. But we both suffer with those oak allergies.
Yes.
Driving us nuts.
Yeah, it was yesterday. You could feel it, right? You could like breathe it in.
It's pretty wild. I mean, it feels like this year I've known and seen more people who have oak allergies than ever before. Maybe it's just, a random thing, but it feels that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, are we done with the whole Hug a News?
Hug a News Person Day?
Wait.
Okay. See what you started?
Oh.
Just
thank you.
Do you want a hug from me? You want? Okay.
Yeah, we do this.
Go team. Go team. Here we
Hug
go.
a News Person Day, April 4th.
Yes.
Let's just get that out of the way.
If you see us out and about, yes.
Let's start with the low this morning. 49 here in San Antonio. Appreciate you guys. We're going to see temperatures make their way up to close to 85 this afternoon. So it's another one of those big swings in temperature. 36 degrees, a lot like yesterday, and we'll see those sunny skies. There is the pollen count you guys alluded to. Now here's the good news. Oak is down significantly from where it was yesterday, 9,610. Molds are low at 390. So this is a much better looking count. I mean, oak's still a problem, but it's better. Weather headlines. Humid Saturday, dry Sunday. So as you plan out your weekend, and yes, there are some rain chances too, but that's mainly relegated to Saturday night. Know that the 2 days are going to be kind of different. Saturday, cloudy, humid. Sunday, more dry. We'll talk more about that. Plus, the eclipse. Low clouds are going to be a close call here, and low clouds are going to have a huge bearing on what we see. We're going to break it down. We're getting new computer models in hour by hour, and as we get closer, we'll continue to try to get a more refined forecast. We also need to talk about the threat for some severe weather late Monday. Now, this is well after the eclipse, and then again on Tuesday. We're going to have all the details on that for you coming up in just a few minutes. But let's talk traffic now. How are things looking?
All right, but yes, Justin, things very busy out there as we do a little bit double duty here. Taking a look at 35 at Loop 1604. There was a lot of activity on that area, a lot of construction. So let's get right to some of our maps. If we can just go ahead and pull up Max 2 here real quick. And we're sticking up with TransGuide here, taking a look at 10 Curve. There we go. All right, 10 westbound, New Braunfels Avenue. We have a crash right there. Loop 410 southbound at 151 right there. If you are headed out to SeaWorld area, keep that one in mind. We also have a crash on 281 South at Bitters Road, and a couple here in this area. 410 has just been busy as well. A lot of people on the roads. 410 eastbound at Perrin-Bidal, also another crash there. 281 at 410. One more quick look here. 98 couples on the west side. Hey, that's good news out there.
Yeah.
And we do see a lot of the sun shining through, as Justin just said. It's very nice out there right now.
Yeah, and some parts are moving, so that's good news as well.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's look at today's 9 at 9. President Biden is expected to have a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today. This will be the first phone call between the two leaders since the deadly Israeli airstrike killed 7 World Central Kitchen workers in Gaza. Besides talking about that attack, they are also expected to talk about humanitarian aid entering Gaza, the ongoing hostages, and ceasefire deal talks.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says stronger than anticipated economic activity has not changed the Fed's expectation to cut interest rates further this year. At a conference in California, Powell said signs of a loosening labor market are easing inflation concerns.
Bird flu is affecting a growing number of cattle herds in the U.S., and there's now a second human case that has been reported. Still, the CDC says there is no major threat to people or a massive spread of the bird flu virus. They are suggesting that more people get tested for it, though. Those who should get tested are anyone who has been exposed and has symptoms.
Egg prices have been increasing for months, and it could get worse as poultry farms nationwide deal with bird flu outbreaks. The average price for a dozen eggs was $3 in February, up from around $2 in the fall. Prices now are at their highest level since April of 2023, and relief may be a long way off.
The Biden administration is backing off on refilling America's emergency oil stockpile. The shift comes amid rising prices at the gas pump. According to AAA, the national average has climbed by 21 cents over the past month to $3.56. Prices have climbed over fears the war in the Middle East could escalate and disrupt oil supplies.
The FCC wants to bring back net neutrality rules. Yesterday, the chairman announced a vote on the issue will come at its open meeting on April 25th. The rules were rescinded during the Trump administration. If approved, the Obama administration rules would return that bar service providers from blocking or slowing down access to some websites and online content.
If you had trouble using your favorite Apple apps yesterday, you weren't alone. Some of the services were affected by an outage, including the App Store, Apple TV, Apple Music, and Apple Podcasts. But they were restored in about an hour. The outage happened hours after some Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp users also reported issues with those apps earlier in the day.
And a possible price hike for Spotify users. Premium subscribers to the music service can reportedly expect to pay as much as $2 more by the end of this year. Spotify will also create a new plan that doesn't include audiobooks.
There was no jackpot winner in the Powerball drawing last night, so the jackpot is now up to an estimated $1.23 billion. That's a cash value of about $595 million. While no one won the jackpot, there were 9 people who matched 5 numbers, winning $1 million each. The next Powerball drawing is Saturday night, and that's today's 9 at 9.
I think where families very much struggle is finding access to those therapies, finding even access to evaluations. It is probably the only medical diagnosis that is out there that takes 3 years to actually diagnose with such long wait lists.
All right, and you heard it right there, a pediatrician sharing her frustrations with the delays in autism diagnosis and treatment. And it's important that we mention, though, the 3 years to diagnose that she just mentioned can absolutely vary. There are some kids that could be diagnosed even earlier.
And April is National Autism Awareness Month, and Tiffany Huertas explores how organizations are working together to provide services for families who have children with autism.
Even as a pediatrician, we are facing this mountain of just obstacles for these families, from just trying to get a diagnosis, which can be up to 3 years of a wait list, and then being on another wait list to get therapies.
But a virtual clinic is helping reduce wait times for autism evaluations nationwide.
As You Are is a virtual clinic that we do autism evaluations. Everything is done via telehealth, and we will assess each child from 16 months to 10 years old for signs of autism.
Pediatrician Tracy Burton is the assistant medical director at As You Are. She says early intervention is key.
So much data has come out that starting therapies early and starting any sort of early intervention really can help the child learn how to manage their symptoms and help with family life and school functioning.
The CDC says about 1 in 36 children has been identified with autism spectrum disorder. Burton shares some signs of autism.
If your child is not responding to their name, they're not making great eye contact, they haven't developed a lot of speech by a certain age. Those are pretty big red flags. And other red flags are, do they have really particular sensory things? Are they picky eaters? Do they echo with what you say all the time or make certain repetitive sounds?
As You Are works closely with the nonprofit Any Baby Can of San Antonio that has an autism services program designed for families raising a child diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder.
We would tell them that Any Baby Can really could provide great services like parent training classes for to guide them through the next part of this journey.
Autism services at Any Baby Can include parent training to support groups. Burton says these are helpful for parenting resources.
Any resource that they can receive, like from Any Baby Can, is so helpful.
Burton says these are helpful parenting resources. Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
So a reminder, we want to continue this conversation and join us on April 16th at 2 p.m. for our KSAT Community Town Hall. We will hear from inspiring stories of neighbors in our community and explore how organizations are coming together to support and assist families with autism spectrum disorders.
That's right. Tiffany will be hosting that town hall, and you can join the conversation. All you got to do is tune into the live stream on KSAT.com and KSAT Plus, or any way that you stream our content. All right, it is 9:08. We're getting you ready to go here on a Thursday morning, 58 degrees outside.
Let's look out there. Only 4 more days until the total solar eclipse. So as your eclipse authority, we are making sure that you have every angle covered so you have everything you need to know for the big event.
Plus, making good use of plastic bags.
We take for granted having a bed to go home at night after a long day of work or a long day of school, and the comfortness that brings us.
Yeah, this is a really cool story. When we come back, we're going to show you how a group of teens are turning plastic bags that we get from the store into sleeping mats for those experiencing homelessness. Welcome back to GMSA at 9 o'clock. An act of kindness shaped by a simple grocery bag.
Well, a group of teens have a new purpose for those plastic bags so many of us bring home from the store.
John Paul Barajas shows us how their efforts are helping those experiencing homelessness.
Roughly 40 to 50,000 plastic grocery bags have made a huge difference thanks to Teens Give Back, SATX. High school students are using them to make sleeping mats for San Antonio's unsheltered residents.
Take for granted having a bed to go home at night after a long day of work or a long day of school, and the comfortness that brings us.
That's why Addie Roberts wanted to take matters, or plastic bags, into her own hands to make this.
When we hand those over to the clients that we work with, again, it's invaluable. I mean, it provides warmth, it provides, ability to stay dry, to stay away from bugs. So, all of that matters to somebody who's sleeping unsheltered outside.
Rex Bryan with Sam Ministries says in some temperatures, these mats could save lives by keeping people off the ground. But making one takes 700 to 900 bags in about 15 to 20 hours.
You're going to poke your thumb through, so your thumb will end up being inside of the bag.
Roberts gave me a crash course on how it's done.
You have it kind of like a T, and then you're going to get that same bag and put it through the handles. And then you're going to pull it.
Then you get to weaving.
Pull this part through? Mm-hmm. All the way? Or
not all the way. And then you keep another loop. Yep. And then you just keep pulling through.
To get to this. All right. Now it's second nature for Roberts and her teammates, but it did take some practice.
I didn't really see it at first, and I didn't see it for the first all of the steps until it was made. But once it was made, I thought it was really cool, and it was.
Over the past year, the group says they made 50 mats thanks to neighborhood bag drives. But a recent partnership with HEB gave them 8,000 bags, allowing them to create 10 mats in just 1 month.
It's just a really nice feeling. Like, even if you're really tired, it's like, okay, well, I did something good.
Now they hope to keep the momentum going by bringing in new volunteers.
Don't tell the boss I'm going to be taking a nap at work.
John Paul Barajas.
I can see why you have actually tested out your work before. A+. This is good.
KSAT 12 News.
All right, great story there from JP. All right, taking a look out, we have the sun up and Oak is down. Woo-hoo! So that's good, yes.
Yay!
We can breathe.
It's still in the high category,
Oh,
so
okay.
I mean,
But it's
Not as high.
it's not at 23,000
Right?
whatever it was
Crazy.
yesterday.
We'll take it.
It's small victories, and we'll get there. Give it another couple weeks, and like I said, I think Oak will start to come down. But it is so very nice outside. We've hit a really good stretch of weather. It's kind of a shame that like the eclipse isn't today, because we have
I
perfect.
know.
But that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
We're going to end the work week on a pretty nice note. Let's go outside for you. 59 right now. Dew point is at 42. Calm winds. Honestly, you can't ask for better weather than that in our early April. So let's walk you through the forecast for today. Noontime 79, 82 at 1 o'clock, 83 at 2 p.m. Then we'll be up around 85 this afternoon. So it's going to be warm. Yesterday afternoon was warm. As cool as the mornings are, the afternoons are kind of toasty. 76 at 9 o'clock, 72 at 10 p.m. Clear skies still. Valero Texas Open is underway, and here is the forecast for the golfers or anyone that's headed out there to watch the show. 85 again today. It'll be right around 85 tomorrow. Now the winds start to pick up tomorrow, which can affect some of the golfers. Southeasterly winds 10 to 20. By Saturday, we get fog and drizzle, 77, so that changes the conditions a little bit. And then Sunday, you get a changing wind. It's more of a north wind with clearing skies, but 84. All in all, I don't think we're going to have anything that really interrupts play other than, again, maybe a few showers Saturday night, but that's not when play's going on. So it should be pretty good for all the activities here at the Valero Texas Open. Now, let's look at the forecast. Here comes our area of low pressure coming out in California. This is the one we're going to be watching. It's going to push a front through as we get into Saturday night. So we're going to fast forward here to Saturday at 5 o'clock, starting to see storms erupting along this front. Now, there's going to be a lot of severe weather, I think, along this front to our north. Not here. We're on the tail end of it. So that front starts to pull in late on Saturday. This is 10 o'clock. Not a lot there. So most of Saturday's fine. And really, if we're going to see some showers and storms, I think it's going to be overnight Saturday, so after sunset and before sunrise on Sunday. This could time out okay. A broken line of showers and storms, this is 2 a.m. And then by 7 a.m., that pushes through. All the showers start to push east, and we're going to start to clear out a little bit on Sunday. And then the question becomes, how far south does this front go? So by late on Sunday, I think it pushes all the way to the Texas coast. Dry air starts to come in around San Antonio, and all the humid air is relegated to just the coastal counties. This is important because it's going to have an effect on the clouds during the eclipse, because eventually this humid air starts to push back to the north. And by 8 a.m. Monday, the big question is, where is this warm front, if you want to call it that? Where is it going to be? Where is this humid air? How far north does it make it? The further south we can keep it, the better off we are with clouds in the eclipse path. But I think there's still some questions there. And with that moisture, you're going to see the low stratus clouds, and that's what would obstruct our view of the eclipse just a little bit. I think there's some hope here because I think that it could take a little bit longer for these clouds to advance north. It's going to be all about timing here. We still have got to get some of our better computer models on it, and we will. We think there is a 60% chance, pretty high likelihood that it'll be partially blocked. Just a 40% chance that it'll be totally blocked. So again, not all hope is lost here, and we're going to continue to keep you updated. And look, even if there are clouds, it's still going to be a spectacular event. It will still get dark. And by the way, we have our Eclipses Glass giveaway a little bit later today. Mike and I will be out at 6032 Padre Drive. That is Mission County Park. Come join us. We're going to give out some free glasses, have some fun, and yeah, you do need the glasses during the eclipse. Real quick, let's get into 70. 85 Friday, 77 Saturday, 84 Sunday. We add in some storms late after the eclipse on Monday, and then we're going to watch for a little bit of severe weather potentially Tuesday into Wednesday.
We'll watch out for it. And these are the glasses you'll be giving
Those are
away.
the glasses, yes. Very
Certified,
stylish.
official.
Yes, these are the good ones, and we have a lot to give away. And you come join us, and we'll hand them out. If you don't have any yet, you do want to get your hands on these.
Yes. And one of the questions you guys got last night, because y'all did a question and answer with
Live stream
with the community. Some people were wondering the ones they used in the fall, can they use them again?
You can. You absolutely can, as long as they're not crumpled or messed up, or you didn't like stuff them down in a backpack somewhere and then they're all.
They've been in your car for 6 months.
Right.
You
should be good.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank
You guys had a great turnout yesterday.
Yeah.
I know Sarah, Mia had an awesome turnout there at the southwest side, so we're expecting a big crowd.
We're hope to see you there.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, guys, getting close to 9:20, and hey, we've gone up 1 degree, 59 degrees outside.
Yeah, we'll take it. It's going to be a nice day. So we have to take a quick break for now, but when we come back, we are continuing our eclipse coverage in the latest KSAT Explains. So our KSAT weather team takes the reins and shares what this eclipse means for San Antonio and the Hill Country.
It's 9:23 right now on Good Morning San Antonio, and we are winding down, counting down to the total solar eclipse. I know we're excited. A lot of people here are excited at the station for this big event on Monday.
Yes, I'm also excited. Our weather team, and they're taking the reins on this latest edition for KSAT Explains. They share what this eclipse means for our area. It even takes a look back at what historians believe the last total solar eclipse meant to the people who lived here long before Texas was even Texas.
Let's put it this way, most people don't get to see one in their lives. If you're not willing to travel, the chances of you seeing one are very slim. In a given location, the average time between eclipses is 375 years.
In fact, the last total solar eclipse in San Antonio happened in 1397, and we're not going to see another total solar eclipse in the United States until 2044. So you definitely want to make sure you experience the eclipse and are in the path of totality.
So with that in mind, we want to start with the basics. Here's what you need to know when it comes to viewing and enjoying the eclipse.
Firstly, it's a question we get a lot. Do you need glasses? And the answer is yes, you do. The only time you can lose the glasses is during totality. And here in San Antonio, that only ranges from a few seconds to a few minutes.
You got to know where the path of totality is. And we've got this really awesome interactive map on KSAT.com. You can actually zoom in. And the first thing you notice is that San Antonio and Bexar County, only half is in the path of totality. Type in your neighborhood. You can search for it, or you can zoom in, and you'll also see how long totality will last.
One of the biggest questions that we've been getting are kids missing school. Well, some school districts have canceled classes on Monday, mainly up in the Hill Country, and that's because traffic is going to be nuts. You can head over to KSAT.com for the latest information on which school districts are doing what, but the bottom line is this event is going to be bringing thousands of people to our area, so do expect some traffic jams as well as lines and crowds. And because of that, some counties have already issued disaster declarations.
Cities like Kerrville and Bernie have been preparing for April's total eclipse for years. Various departments and organizations have worked together to plan for the distribution of resources and extreme traffic.
Traffic is definitely the biggest thing. TxDOT, DPS, FBI, local, state, county officials all across the board. We've been meeting with everybody just to make sure we're all on the same page.
October's annular eclipse was a test run, giving officials a chance to make adjustments for April. Kerr and Kendall counties signed disaster declarations to activate their emergency management plans while preparing for traffic. And the temporary population increase means food and fuel are also going to be in demand.
So our retailers are preparing for this. They know that there are going to be more people, so they too are planning for that increase so that way they can adjust accordingly.
And while those conditions will be monitored closely, leaders say there are a few things you can do before venturing out.
Printing out maps that you might need or anything that you might resource digitally, have it printed out before you get here, carry some extra cash, and bringing supplies with you.
That's because supplies could run low, and GPS might be hard to access with thousands of people coming to Bexar County and the Hill Country.
We've never had anything to compare this to, so we are anticipating to easily double to triple in population.
I very early got on and booked my flight from Auckland to Houston, which I picked up for 760 New Zealand dollars, which is like 500 American. It was so cheap.
We will definitely see a significant spike, definitely in sales tax and in hotel occupancy tax. So it'll be a nice little boom for our local economy.
An opportunity that isn't available to just any city in the United States, but one that's happened twice in a matter of 6 months in the San Antonio area.
It was a blessing, that comes in with having not only one eclipse, but two eclipses, which is incredibly rare for one only destination.
If you plan to hit the roads near the time of the eclipse, here are a few safety tips from TxDOT. Expect heavy traffic and sudden stops by drivers. Be on alert for distracted pedestrians looking to the sky. Keep your headlights on while driving, even in the daylight. Do not wear your eclipse glasses while driving. And always keep your eyes on the road.
Kerrville and Fredericksburg are going to be the center of the science world when the eclipse happens, with big names coming to see the event.
The telescope at Shriners Loftus Observatory will be pointed slightly away from it in hopes of accomplishing one astronomer's goal.
But Dr. Alan Hale, one of the people who discovered the comet Hale-Bopp, that's his name, he wants to use this telescope to observe comets as they pass close to the sun, which is impossible unless something covers the sun.
Arvison plans to watch the eclipse here on the university lawn with about 2,000 other campus visitors.
We have had folks that are coming from Germany. We have folks that are coming from San Diego, Los Angeles. We have Michigan. We have folks coming from Tennessee. We have folks coming from all over the United States. Busloads of people.
Coming up, we're going to take a look back at the history of the eclipse. What did San Antonio look like when the last total solar eclipse occurred?
odds are you've seen a few partial solar eclipses in your lifetime. In fact, we had an annular eclipse in 2023 and a partial solar eclipse in 2017. But a total solar eclipse, now that is a rarity. In fact, the last time the path of a total solar eclipse passed over the area we know as San Antonio was back in 1397, 627 years ago. Think of San Antonio's history. What do you think about? Probably the Alamo and other Spanish missions. But this last total solar eclipse happened hundreds of years before the Spanish even colonized the area. So what did life look like 600 years ago in the Alamo City, before the Alamo even existed?
We have talked about historic Texas as having 11,000 streams, so the water would have been plentiful. A little bit different from today. We're struggling with that in drought, but water would have been plentiful. It would have been a bit greener.
And these waters were sacred to the native people of what we now call San Antonio in South Texas.
So today we know them as Coahuiltecans. Their tribal lands were all of northeastern Mexico and South Texas. The Payaya, Papanac, Tilihai, names associated to the bands and clans of the different families that lived in the area.
An incorrect narrative around the Coahuiltecans is that they were hunter-gatherers aimlessly wandering around. However,
what we're learning today is that it was just the opposite. It was a very high level of sophistication that just wasn't understood at the time.
And it's with that level of sophistication that the Coahuiltecans would be experiencing the eclipse in 1397. We can speculate that it would have been a spiritual experience too, because
all the celestial beings were faces of God. It would have just been a moment of validation of their belief system, of two becoming one.
In fact, there's evidence of the Spanish using these beliefs in converting locals at Mission Concepcion.
One of the frescoes up in one of the rooms shows that the two coming together, right? The sun and the moon coming together as one. It probably drew fear, it probably drew love, every emotion that human beings would have today.
On April 8th, it'll be through those human emotions that we will be connected to the people who viewed a similar total solar eclipse 627 years ago.
But wait, how do we know an eclipse actually happened in 1397? Trust me when I tell you, it's a lot of math and science. And one person that can explain it to us is Dr. Angela Speck, who heads up the Astronomy and Physics Department at UTSA.
She breaks it down here. Scan this QR code to find out how scientists know when and where future eclipses will happen, and can use that math to find out when they happened in the past.
KSAT 12 is your eclipse authority station. And just remember, this once-in-a-lifetime total solar eclipse will happen Monday, April 8th, with totality occurring close to 1:30 in the afternoon.
Yep, and we are going to have live coverage across the area on the day of, from Fredericksburg to Boerne to even San Antonio.
And the cool part is you can tune in on your phone, your device, on KSAT.com. You can join us, and we'll be right there along with you to watch this extraordinary event.
We're excited.
We are excited too, and you know what, Justin, I know you kind of said, you know, we're going to be everywhere on Monday, but if you could give our viewers a little bit of a rundown about where the weather team will be.
Well, what's really cool about it is, for my fellows and ladies out there that love football, it's like, you know, like the Red Zone channel, where you can just pick. So we're going to have streams where you can tune in to wherever. Adam and I are going to be in Fredericksburg. Sarah and Mia are going to be at a school there on the northwest side. Mike's going to be at the Rock, which is where a lot of the UTSA scientists and a lot of NASA people will be. And we're going to have Spreester and Jen, who's going to be in Boerne.
That's right.
So we are going to be all over the place, and we may even have another reporter out and about too. So tune in. We'll be watching it with you. We'll be excited with you. And it just to take in the awe of it all. That's going to be it's that moment where everybody gets quiet and they're like, oh man, what is happening? We are very small in this universe. That's
And I will add, you guys have done an amazing job preparing us for this. I mean, that KSAT explains to kind of connect the past with our present. Also, a lot of the stuff that you've done on some of the research stories, that you, Mia, Sarah, the whole crew, you guys have been awesome putting this all together.
Thank you.
We just need it to cooperate.
Sure.
Yes.
And I'm sure some people are like, all right, we get it. There's an eclipse happening. But it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So that's why we've put so much effort into this. And yes, we are excited. We're going to switch gears though a little bit and now talk about the the Great Texas Air Show, which is going to be taking place at JBSA Randolph. The gates open at 9 a.m. Saturday. The show starts at 11 a.m. Now, here's the issue. It's going to be a little cloudy. There's going to be some low ceilings, and if you're a pilot, you know that can cause issues. It's still going to probably be overcast around 1 o'clock. We'll get some breaks. It'll be a little bit breezy by 4 o'clock. Not a lot of rain. I mean, it could be a little bit damp in the morning, but if you're headed out there, know that it will be cloudy, at least on Saturday. Sunday's a different story, and so they may have to adjust their flight plans accordingly. Temperatures 85 today, 83 Fair Oaks Ranch, 83 Bernie, 86 in Divine. A warm afternoon. And very quickly, I'll show you what's going on across the country. Not much here in Texas. A lot of weather, though, across the Northeast. Snow across parts of New York and New England. Snow for places like Chicago and Milwaukee this morning, and then we turn our attention to what's going on out west. This is the next storm system. It will have an impact on us over the weekend and even going into next week for the eclipse. We're going to talk more about it coming up in just a couple minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Justin. All right, we are definitely switching gears here. We're going to be talking about tipping, not cow tipping.
No, not cow tipping, like with money. Yeah.
Yes, tipping with money here. It seems like more and more people are fed up with being guilt-tipped when they are out buying stuff.
So this is true. A recent survey by Wallet Hub showed nearly 3 in 4 people say they're suffering from tip fatigue. And as a result, they are tipping less when they do. So this is especially common when it comes to, point of sale purchases, like when you're asked to tip the cashier who just took your coffee order, or when you swipe your credit card for a new shirt at a store that you just picked out yourself.
Okay, I've actually never encountered that. Any sort of retail, like out shopping for clothing, a tip for that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the practice is sometimes called tip creep, and it can be made worse when business programs and predetermined tip amounts, sometimes those run as high as 35% over the purchase price. Crazy.
Yeah, and one wealth management expert says people should practice tipping only when they're truly receiving that good service. That might be when dining out or getting valet parking. And don't be shy or feel guilty about hitting the no tip button if you want to.
That's always tough. That's always tough. This is my eternal struggle, Stephanie, when I'm going out getting coffee and things of that nature. Okay, so researchers found that people tend to tip less on Sundays and steadily more as the week progresses. Maybe they're out, you know what, they're just like, I just need that coffee. Any sort of tip will work here. They say that tipping peaks on Thursday and then drops again on Fridays and Saturdays.
I can't remember the place I was at, but the receipt, when it came out, you know how like it has a little line for tipping, but the person that was working was like, oh, just ignore that. It's already automated.
Okay.
So that was kind of nice that the person working there was like, here, just sign it, and he's like, it just comes out that way. So I wonder how many places are already set up like that that they really don't. Are not asking for tips.
I did notice during this past restaurant week for Culinaria, there were some restaurants that were doing sort of like a standard gratuity already included. So that was kind of nice to just know exactly what you were going to get. And of course, some of those restaurants have some great service to begin with. So I totally get it. But yeah, I definitely feel pressure at times to do it, especially in drive-thrus. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what just?
Or if there's
what should I give them here?
Exactly. Or if there's like a line behind you, and then you have these like crazy options, and I'm like, I'm at the point of time in my life where it's a little hard for me to see things. So here I am, like at the screen, like making sure, that I want to tip a person, like maybe a couple of dollars, but maybe not like $30 for an $8 cookie. Just saying.
All right, yes, food for thought for sure. Okay, we're switching topics once again here. We're going to be talking some sports here. LSU women's basketball star Angel Reese, she has announced that she is leaving LSU and going to the WNBA. She posted that announcement on social media yesterday.
So she also went into detail about her decision in a story in Vogue magazine, saying that she has accomplished everything she wanted to in college sports, and her ultimate goal is to be a pro.
Yes, definitely. So this announcement comes after LSU. They lost, unfortunately, to Iowa on Monday night. The WNBA draft is April 15th, and Reese is projected to be a top 10 pick. All right, Stephanie. So obviously your daughter Rooney, very involved in volleyball, basketball.
Yes.
Has she been paying attention to some of these women's basketball stars, because they are really taking over the game right now?
You know, I hear it's exciting, and right now she's in the middle of volleyball season, so not as much. But we try to tell her, when we try to remind her, we're like, hey, come check this out. But she is all about it when these games come on. College basketball, WNBA. Yeah, she's watching.
I think I want to say that LSU Iowa game got 12.3 million viewers, which was one of the highest rated college women's basketball games in history. So Angel Reese, we're going to talk a little bit about Caitlin Clark here in just a bit. They are definitely making waves, and I think part of it is because they stick around in school for longer than some of the guy players do in their college. They usually just go to the NBA right away.
That's true. Well, that's a nice opportunity to get to see them out again. And also, I understand ticket prices are up as well. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I mean, to see, to happen for the girls.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit basketball math for you and let you know what happens when you add someone like Caitlin Clark to the Final Four. The answer is yes, women ticket prices soaring right now, more than twice the cost of the men's.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice to see, right, after all these years. So according to Logitech, a company that analyzes such prices, says that women's Final Four tickets have averaged more than $2,300 the past couple of days. So for the men's Final Four, that number's about $1,000.
Okay, so the Iowa here, Caitlin Clark, is now the Player of the Year after a ceremony yesterday. Her face-off with Angel Reese, we just talked about, brought some extra attention to the game. One thing I want to say about Caitlin Clark, anytime I see her play, I get total Steph Curry vibes. We were talking about this earlier in the week because you went to that game.
Yes.
And I feel like everything that Caitlin Clark does, honestly, mimics Steph Curry, and that's the impact that someone like Steph Curry has had on someone like Caitlin Clark, who's changing the college women's game right now.
Okay, and forgive me if I'm remembering this wrong, but when they had, didn't they have a competition?
So Steph and Sabrina Ionescu, one of the WNBA stars, they had a three-point shootout.
That's what it was. Okay,
yeah,
I was like, because she seemed to shoot.
She was great. Yeah, Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry would be must-watch TV.
Oh man, we should.
I'd go for
that
Caitlin.
Should happen. You go for Caitlin.
What? Go Spurs. Go Caitlin.
Thank you. Thank you,
I
RJ.
do like Steph. All right, speaking of the Final Fours, beginning, that's going to start tomorrow with the women's tournament. The aforementioned Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on UConn. All right, UConn's back in the Final Four, and the undefeated South Carolina team will take on number 3, NC State.
So then in the men's tournament, number 1, UConn will play number 4, Alabama on Saturday, and then number 11, NC State will try to upset number 1, Purdue, to make it to the championship game.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun there. Both the men's and women's teams from NC State are in the Final Fours. How cool
exciting.
Is that?
Yeah,
that is going to be a lot of fun.
When, both teams get to advance like
definitely.
that.
Good times there.
Not my Longhorns.
Not your Longhorns.
Not
I'm not even
this
talking
year.
about Texas State. Not even close. Justin's Aggies got a little close.
Yeah.
Almost beat Houston.
I don't want to talk about it.
None of us want to talk about it.
Yeah. All right, guys. 9:44 right now, and we're up to 62 degrees outside.
Yes.
Moving up.
We'll be right back. Good morning, welcome back. It is 9:48. Looking out there with live cam, it just looks beautiful out there. It's nice to see that 62 degrees right now, Justin.
Yeah, we're putting together a string here of some really nice weather. It's been great last couple days. We do have to show the drought monitor. It's Thursday after all. We got to mention the drought conditions that we're still in. Now, this is the beginning of the year. This was January 1st. Most of the area was an extreme drought. We've had some improvements. Rain has helped a little bit. We've had a couple of rain events even recently that have cut into this. But the overarching issue here is that still much of the hill country is in extreme drought, and even San Antonio in a moderate drought. We have not been able to shake this drought. It has been the better part of 2 years now that we've been within this drought. We're hoping for more rain as we get further into spring, and there are some chances ahead. Let me show you the rain chances over the next 7 days. We're going to look for Saturday night to bring some showers and storms with it. And then Monday, during the afternoon, after the eclipse, we think there's a chance for storms. Maybe our best shot will be Tuesday with some thunderstorms, and we could even see some severe weather mixed in there. We are in that time of year, so that'll be something that we watch. So there are opportunities ahead for some rainfall. None today, though. Blue skies, and We'll be hard-pressed to find a cloud again today. 59 at the airport right now, 59 in New Braunfels. That's after starting off in the 40s this morning. We've got calm winds basically across the board here. We are reporting some west winds there in Boerne. And this is where we end up this afternoon. 83 Fair Oaks Ranch, 86 in Divine, 87 Pleasanton, and 85 here in San Antonio. Now let's look down the line. We've got a storm system that is taking shape out west. This is going to start to work in our direction by the time we get into the weekend. So Friday, still a pretty good day. We may see a few more clouds coming in. Then as this storm system pulls into the middle part of the country, we're going to get a line of showers and storms, some of which could be strong to severe up to our north. But for us, we're on the tail end of things. Notice the lows way up to the north, so we're missing out on a lot of the energy. But as it pulls in Saturday night, it may kick off a shower or storm. We're going to put in a 20% chance for rain. This is not going to interrupt your Saturday plans, nor will it interrupt your Sunday plans. So the timing works out pretty well here. This is overnight Saturday, and by Sunday morning, 7 a.m., the front is through, and any rain is going to push down towards the coast. Now, this front is going to play a pivotal role in the eclipse, too, and here's why. So as that front pushes down towards the coast, it takes a lot of the humid air with it. We're in the dry air on Sunday. Sunday's a great day. But here's what happens on Monday. That humid air starts to return. The question will be, how quickly does it return? And this is going to have a huge impact on clouds and whether or not we see the eclipse, or at least the viewing is obscured by clouds. So this is 8 a.m. This does show some of the moisture starting to surge back in at this point. And the question will become, how far north and northwest do these low clouds make it? I'll tell you, I think we got to get some more data in here before we say unequivocally that these low clouds are going to be over us. And by the way, low clouds can be kind of tricky. Maybe they develop over here, but not here. So we got to get a little bit closer before we're talking hour by hour what we think the clouds will be like. But we're watching it closely. And I think there's a 60% chance that it's partially blocked, meaning we'll still get to see it. It still gets dark and you'll kind of see it between clouds. There's a lesser chance that it's completely blocked, which you won't see the sun or the moon, but it still gets dark. Either way, the eclipse is going to be awesome, and it's still, the viewing is going to be just fine no matter where you are, even if there are clouds. 85 Friday, 77 Saturday, 84 Sunday. There's that chance of rain Saturday night into Sunday, 20% chance late on Monday, and as I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll watch for a few strong storms.
All right, but for now, it looks like a nice day.
It is.
All right, thank you, Justin. 9:52, 65 degrees for now.
All right, and we're going to take a look here live at our zoo cam, where it's always a great day to go to the zoo. And we got the flamingos out and about on a beautiful Thursday. I'm just ready to see what these animals do on Eclipse Day.
Right?
Timothy,
Still a
Uma,
question. Yeah,
yes.
still a question.
Interesting.
We will be right back.
Welcome back. It's 9:55. Don't forget about that Eclipse giveaway, the glasses, Justin. Y'all will be out at Mission County Park.
Be out with Mike in Mission County Park, 6032 Padre Drive. Join us. We're going to be handing away free glasses, 5 to 7. First come, first serve.
All right, yeah, 2 members of our Weather Dream Team out there handing away some Eclipse glasses. And guys, we have some special guests in the studio right now.
Hi, guys. This is San Antonio Academy, the kindergartners over there. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, and Mike is off here to the side. We're like, wait.
Mike's there with him. There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
there we go. Yeah, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
So say hi to Mom and Dad, and thank you for being such good listeners this afternoon.